Well, just now I made some flaxseed milk, and it's yellow because I put a little turmeric in it, and it's warm because I didn't put it in the fridge yet, and it's a little creamy because I made it a little on the thick side. I found a recipe online, and I made a shortcut to it because I think it's the best of all the recipes that I found. Homemade flaxseed milk at tinyurl.com/flaxmilk. And it basically calls for 9 parts water to 1 part seed. So 4.5 cups of water is basically 9.5 cups, or excuse me, 9 halves cups, and to 1/2 cup of flaxseed. Now the problem is, with me, is I don't have flaxseed available. I have flax meal. And so I went online and I found a conversion factor between seed and meal of 2 to 3. So 2 parts seed to 3 parts meal. That means that 9 parts, when multiplied by 2/3, the flip side, the reciprocal of 3 halves, becomes 6 cups of water per cup of meal. So that's what I did. And then it has multiple times that you blend and let it rest. Like you blend 3 different times. And I didn't add a flavoring, I just added turmeric. Well, that's flavoring, it's mild, but I didn't add any sugar and I didn't add anything else. Next time I can do that. It wasn't really hard. I have a blender. It pulses if you on slow. If you put it down, and if you put it up, it's high. It latches on fast. So I start it low, and then I switch immediately to high, because I don't want to go, you know, throws the stuff up at the top of the blender bottle, and then I put it in this pitcher. Kind of an oversized pitcher, actually, for that quantity, but it'll barely fit in my little fridge. So it's not bad. It's creamy, yummy. Now they say to strain it, but I'm not straining it. I want the whole seed. I just want it, you know, what's the ratio of water to seed to make a kind of a milk consistency? But this is more like a yogurt. It's kind of a thin, yeah, it's like a kind of a slightly thinned down yogurt. Not bad even when warm. So I'm going to try to make room in my fridge for this. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to be able to. I'll take the carton of store-bought flax milk. I have a little left over and I'll just pour it into here and that'll make room. So, I could have added some honey to it, you know, raw honey. Or, gosh, I got so many other sweeteners. But I decided not to at this time. I really don't need a sweetener. I just need something to drink. That's all. So that's my suggestion. Well, I've discovered my latest food love is to make flaxseed milk and then blend it 50-50 or 2 parts or 1 part flaxseed milk, 2 parts soup. Something sweet, so either a carrot ginger soup or a butternut squash soup, and that gives the flaxseed the flavor. Flaxseed has a kind of an acrid or acid kind of sensation, a tactile sensation to the tongue. It's like the tongue wants to pull in like the head of a turtle, you know. It's like, ew. But I know the stuff is healthy, right? So it just needs a good flavor. And a vegetable soup is perfect because I made the flax milk so nice and creamy thick I could afford to dilute it down with soup. I didn't know it would thicken up. That's why people strain out the solid matter, because it'll continue to gel up, which I don't mind so long as I dilute it down with something that's flavorful, like soup. So 6-to-1 water to ground flax meal seems to work out pretty good. I inferred that from the actual recipe, which is 9 parts water and 1 part whole flaxseed, which I don't have. I just have the ground seed at the moment. But then take that, take that and blend it, either 50-50 or 1 part flax milk and 2 parts soup. Oh my God, it's perfect. It's like a meal. It's a snack and it's a meal. It's tasty. It helps digestion. Oh my God, it's just, you can't get any better than this.